Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon and warm greeting to everyone. First of all, I would like to warmly welcome all participants to the first session of the International Lecture Series organized by the Faculty of Economic and Business Universitas PGRI Semarang in collaboration with the University of Agriculture, Faisalabad, Pakistan, Institute of Agriculture and Resource Economics. My name is Itisam Al-Khairi, and I'm truly honored to be your moderator for this special session. Before we begin, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to everyone joining us today. Although our Dean, Dr. Heri Prabowo, could not be us today, we're very happy to have with us Vice Dean 1, Ms. Hawi Indiwara, and Vice Dean 2, Christine Fiolinda, PhD. Thank you for being with us. We also warmly welcome our colleagues from the Office of Cooperation and International Affairs, Universitas PGRI Semarang, Dr. Nur Hidayat. It's a pleasure to have you with us. We are so pleased to welcome our distinguished speaker and moderator for this special session. It's a truly pleasure to have Ms. Ika Menrianti with us for this first session. We also look forward to the second session with Muhammad Faisal Ali, PhD, and Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Amjad Iqbal. It's an honor to have you two with us today. And last but not least, to all participants in this webinar, we really appreciate your time and your presence. Now, to officially begin our session, I'd like to invite Dr. Nur Hidayat to give a few opening remarks. Dr. Nur Hidayat, we'd love to hear from you.
Thank you, Mr. Itzam, for the time for me to give my opening remark for this international joint lectures. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Good afternoon for Indonesian participants and good late afternoon for Pakistan participants. Welcome to International Joint Lecture Series, which is conducted in collaboration between Universitas PGRI Semarang, in this case, a Faculty of Business and Economic, and University of Agriculture, Faisalabad, Pakistan. First of all, on behalf of the Rector of Universitas PGRI Semarang, I would like to extend our deep gratitude, firstly to University of Agriculture, Faisalabad, Pakistan, for the collaborations that we are going to conduct in International Joint Lecture Series. Secondly, I would like to, of course, extend our gratitude to the speakers from University of Agriculture, Mr. Muhammad Faisal Ali, PhD, and the moderator, Dr. Muhammad Amjad Iqbal, and of course, our fellow speakers from the Economic and Business Faculty of UPRIS, Assistant Professor Ika Menrianti, and Assistant Professor Isam Al-Khairi, and of course, to the participants from both Pakistan students and Indonesian students, and especially for the speaker for the valued contributions to our joint lecture series. I believe that the joint lecture series is a moment or a momentum for us to share our knowledge and expertise, and we could learn from each other, either from UPRIS and from Pakistan. Lectures of UPRIS learning from Pakistan experience, and Pakistan experience learned by UPRIS lectures. And we believe that this joint lecture series will have lasting impact of our understanding on the transformation in agriculture. And we are looking forward to further collaboration between Faisal Ali University of Agriculture and Universitas PGRI Semarang in different field of collaboration, either student exchange or lectures exchange, joint research, joint collaborations, and many other collaborations in the future. And I would like to inform Dr. Muhammad Faisal Ali and Dr. Muhammad Amjad Iqbal that Universitas PGRI Semarang has been so far already had some.
I'm sorry, Dr. Nur Hidayat, we cannot hear.
Yeah. It's unmute just now. Well, we are happy to inform you that Universitas PGRI Semarang has been so far conducting some university-to-university collaborations, especially with university from South Asia, like India and Sri Lanka. We have already had a 5 collaboration with 5 university from India, and now we are very happy that we are initiating our collaboration with university from Pakistan, namely University of Agriculture, Faisal Ali, and hopefully we could also have some other collaboration with some other universities, with other universities from Pakistan, and maybe another time we could also have another collaboration with other universities like Bangladesh, Pakistan, and India. So complete number of collaboration with all South Asian universities. And as I have already mentioned to you that our collaboration would not be only dealing with joint lecture series, but with some other prospective collaborations in the field of faculty exchange, lectures exchange, student exchange, and joint research, and joint publication, and many other possible collaboration that we could conduct. Again, on behalf of our university president, we would like to thanks for the valued contributions of all the speakers and participants of our joint lecture series, and especially the participants of joint lecture series, either from Faisal Ali, University of Agriculture, Faisal Ali, and students of University of PGRI Semarang. We would say enjoy the joint lecture series until it's finished. Yeah. It's supposed to be at 5 o'clock, I think. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Nur Hidayat, for your opening remarks. As we begin today's event, the theme we'll be exploring is digital transformation in agriculture, opportunities and challenges. This is a timely and important topic, especially as we move through an era where the technology is reshaping every aspect of our life, including agriculture, which has long been seen as a traditional sector. To begin our discussion, we'll first hear from Ms. Ika Menrianti, who will share her insight on today's topic, a little bit about her background. Ms. Ika Menrianti is a lecturer and researcher with the experience in applying information technology, particularly in developing digital systems that improve efficiency and drive innovation in various sectors. She's currently served as the head of digital business program at Universitas PGRI Semarang. I believe that today's lecture will not only expand our knowledge, but also offer valuable insight on how digital transformation can be embraced in agriculture practices to overcome challenges and unlock new opportunities. Before we begin, just a few technical notes for all. To help the session run smoothly, we kindly ask all participants to keep their microphones mute during the presentation. If you have any question, feel free to type them in the chat or ask directly during the Q&A session later. Now, without further delay, let's welcome our first speaker for this session, Ms. Ika Menrianti. Ms. Ika, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sam, for the time. Okay, can I share now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, can you see my PPT? Okay, Mr. Isam, can
Yes.
you hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can start now.
Okay, thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to present the course today. In this session, I will discuss the strategic importance of digital transformation in the agricultural sector, particularly in the context of Indonesia and Pakistan. Digital transformation has become a key driver in addressing global challenges, including those faced by the agriculture sector. Amid food crisis, climate change, and shifting geopolitical dynamics such as trade wars, agriculture is taking on increasingly vital strategic role. In countries like Indonesia and Pakistan, where agriculture sustains millions of livelihoods, digital technology presents practical solutions to enhance productivity, improve efficiency, and strengthen resilience across the food system. We will begin by comparing the agricultural landscape of both countries by highlighting their similarity and key difference. First, let's compare land use and economic contribution. Indonesia has about 33 million hectares of agricultural land, which is around 17% of its total area. In contrast, Pakistan used 38 million hectares or 45% of its land area for agriculture. In terms of gross domestic product or GDP, agriculture contributes approximately 30% to Indonesia's economy, while in Pakistan, the sector contributes between 90 and 20%. The agricultural workforce in Pakistan also exceeds that of Indonesia, 13.8% compared to Indonesia, 29%. Indonesia main agricultural commodity include rice, palm oil, rubber, coffee, cocoa, and maize. Meanwhile, Pakistan focus on wheat, cotton, sugarcane, rice, and fruits. The irrigation system, another key difference. Indonesia relies mostly on rainfall, with technical irrigation system concentrated in Java. On the other hand, Pakistan has more advanced irrigation infrastructure based on canal fed by the Indus River system. In terms of technology, Indonesia is gradually adopting mechanization and digital tools in agriculture. Pakistan's system remains mostly traditional, although mechanization is slowly being introduced. Both countries offer government support, but in different ways. Indonesia provides fertilizer subsidies, food estate program, and agrarian reform. Pakistan support minimum price for key crops and also provide seed and fertilizer subsidy. Each country face unique challenge. Indonesia struggle with land fragmentation, climate dependence, and weak supply chain. Pakistan, meanwhile, deals with drought, soil salinity, and inefficient irrigation system. When it comes to export, Indonesia is known for palm oil, rubber, coffee, and spices. Pakistan major agricultural export include cotton, rice, and fruits. In summary, while both countries rely heavily on agriculture, Pakistan allocate more land and labor to the sector and face great challenges related to water. Indonesia, on the other hand, has more diversified commodity and is gradually embracing technology-driven agriculture. Here are the key types of digital transformation that can significantly develop the agriculture sector in both Indonesia and Pakistan. Precision agriculture enables farmers to manage their field in a smarter and more measurable way. With technology like IoT, or Internet of Things, soil and weather sensor, drone, and satellite imagery, farmers can perform accurate irrigation and fertilization, detect pests or disease early, and ultimately increase yield while minimize input waste. Digital farmer information is essential for improving access to knowledge. Through mobile apps or a telegram, farmers can receive real-time data on weather forecast, market price, and planting or harvesting schedule. It also supports remote education and training. Examples include the Petani app in Indonesia and Zara advisory in Pakistan. Digital transformation also impact how agricultural products reach the market. Online marketplace and blockchain technology allow farmers to sell directly to consumers with greater transparency on product origin and pricing. This helps reduce harvest loss. This helps reduce post-harvest losses and improve income for farmers. With data analytics and artificial intelligence, farmer and policymaker can predict yields, drought risk, and market demand. The technology also support better planning through crop rotation and planting pattern optimization, while helping detect inefficiencies or potential loss in advance. Technology power mechanization address labor shortage in agriculture. Smart tractor, spraying drone, and harvesting robot improve efficiently in both large-scale and small-scale farm while reducing labor costs and increasing productivity. Digital financial solutions help farmers access financing more easily, including weather or crop failure insurance. Agri-fintech also support more transparent distribution of agricultural subsidies and promote financial inclusion through mobile banking. Last but not least, smart greenhouse and vertical farming over sustainable food production, even in land-limited or urban areas. With IoT and AI, temperature, humidity, and lighting can be automatically controlled, allowing stable year-round cultivation regardless of seasonal change. If we talk about fundamental reason why digital transformation is essential in the agriculture sector, first reason is rising global food demand. The global population continues to grow, for leading to higher food demand. More productivity is needed from limited land. And digital solutions support precision and efficiency farming. How about the climate change and weather uncertainty? Farmers need systems to predict weather, detect pests, and manage risk. This is made possible with AI, IoT, and big data. Technology like sensors, drone, and smart irrigation can reduce fertilizer and water waste, lower operational costs, and boost crop yields. Many small-scale farmers still rely on traditional methods. Digital transformation bridges the gap between modern agricultural knowledge and access to market, finance, and training. Fintech and digital insurance make it easier for farmers to get microloans, insure crop and weather risks, and receive subsidies transparently. And for agritech apps and platforms give farmers direct access to real-time market price and consumer also quality input. And for the generation of farmer, digitalization modernizes agriculture, attracting younger generation, open up jobs in agri startup, urban farming, and innovation hub. Next, we will identify the major challenges and opportunities that come with these transformations and uncover what is not only necessary but urgent, especially in facing issues like climate change, food security, and global market volatility. Now, let's shift our focus the key challenges faced in the digital transformation of the agricultural sector. While technology promises innovation and efficiency, there are several barriers that need to be addressed. The first major challenge is digital infrastructure. Many rural areas still face limited internet connectivity and unstable electricity, which hinders the consistent use of digital tools on farms. Next is farmer digital literacy. Many farmers, especially older generation, have a low understanding of digital technology. There is also a noticeable generational gap between younger, tech-savvy farmers and older, more traditional ones. Another key issue is the high cost and limited access to technology. Equipment such as sensor, drones, and precision farming tools are expensive and often imported, making them less accessible for smallholder farmers. Land fragmentation also presents structural challenges. The presence of many smallholder farms makes difficult to implement large-scale digital solutions, which are often designed for bigger plots of land. And from policy standpoint, the lack of strong digital agriculture policies and slow bureaucratic adoption hinder the integration of technology into farming systems. Data security and privacy is another concern. There are no clear standards for protecting farmer data, leading to risk of data misuse, especially when third-party platforms are involved. Lastly, sustainability is often overlooked. Not all agriculture technology are eco-friendly, and there's a danger of short-term tech dependency without long-term planning for environment impact. While digital transformation in agriculture brings several challenges, it also opens up a wide range of exciting opportunity that can revolutionize farming, especially for developing countries. The first opportunity lies in improving productivity. With real-time data, farmers can optimize irrigation, fertilization, and harvesting, making the process much more efficient and precise. Digital tools also promote cost efficiency. Technology like sensor and AI can help reduce input waste, including water, fertilizer, and pesticide, leading to more sustainable farming practice. Thirdly, there is a significant potential for income growth. Through agri-commerce platform, farmers can access market directly, reducing their dependency on middlemen and increasing their profit margin. Digital platform also enable financial inclusion by allowing farmers to access microloans and agricultural insurance, services that were previously out of reach for many smallholder farmers. Digital transformation for better risk mapping. Tools can provide early warning for drought, pest infestation, and climate climate-related event or climate impact, helping farmers take prevention action. Digital agriculture also attracts a young talent. Agritech startup and digital farming create new opportunity for youth to engage in agriculture with innovation, entrepreneurship, and technology. Finally, there are great potential for multi-sector collaboration. Digital agriculture fosters synergy between government, private sector, and academic institutions to work together on inclusive and impactful solutions. In conclusion, the digital transformation of agriculture is not just a necessity, it's an opportunity. By leveraging technology, we can build farming future that is more efficient, include, and resilient. This roadmap for agricultural digital and transformation. This roadmap is divided into three time frames: short, mid, and long term, with distinct transformation focus and actionable step for each stage. In 1 and 2 years, our primary focus is on laying the digital foundation and education farm. Training farmer in digital literacy is critical to enable access to an effective use of basic technology. Developing simple farming applications that provide market prices, weather, forecasts, and input recommendation. Collecting and digitizing farmer profile to support future data driven policy making. Distributing basic tools like weather sensor or GPS device alongside subsidizing smartphone and rural internet infrastructure. This step helps bridge digital divide between rural and urban areas. Launching local agritech apps and providing essential agricultural information via WhatsApp or Telegram using tools the farmer are already familiar with. Moving in the midterm phase, the focus shifts to smart mechanization and digital integration. Adoption of technologies such as drone for fertilization, smart irrigation system using moisture sensor, and GPS enable tractor and harvester, and also using artificial intelligence to forecast yield yield and market trends, and developing early warning system for pests and extreme weather. Establishing digital dashboard to support policy making with real-time database insight. Digitizing government subsidy and aid distribution. Digital finance and insurance, offering microloans and crop insurance through mobile application using real-time farm data as the foundation. In the long-term vision, we aim to build a comprehensive and sustainable digital farming ecosystem with smart farming and vertical agriculture. Developing AI powers, we can developing AI powered smart greenhouse, promoting urban digital, and enabling remote farm management. In digital supply chain and blockchain, fully digitizing post-harvest supply chain using blockchain to trace crop from farm to the table, and integrating agriculture into a national e-commerce system. Encourage collaboration among government, agritech startup, academic institutions, and the private sector, formulating, supporting policies, and enabling real-time data-driven decision making. Finally, we'll close with a deeper look into how agriculture plays a strategic role in today's trade wars, and how digitalization can strengthen national resilience and competitiveness in the global area. The first role is agriculture as a weapon in trade wars. Countries use agriculture products as a tool for negotiation and or retaliation on trade conflict, like soybean tariff between U.S. and China. Agriculture become a political and economic pressure point. Secondly, food security becomes a national priority. Trade tension was nation to priority food sufficient and security to reduce dependency on import. This led the policy supporting local farmers and improving domestic food logistics. Next, agricultural products seek to reduce reliance and single export market by exploring new trade partners. This strategy is crucial for ensuring incoming stability for farmers. That were cause extreme price fluctuation and market uncertainty, disruption global supply chain. Farmer and exporter face challenges in planning, production, and sales. But opportunity for innovation and digital transformation. Crisis-driven pressure accelerate innovation, including precision farming, digital marketing platform for crop, and technology for food distribution tracking. And last, government become more active in protecting agriculture through subsidies, bilateral diplomacy, and regional cooperation to secure market access and food supply chains. Agriculture is no longer just about food production. It has become a strategic instrument in a global trade and diplomacy. Countries that modernize and secure their agricultural sector will be more resilient in navigating trade wars. Thank you for your attention. Mr. Isam, this is back for you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Ika, for the insightful presentation. You may close your presentation.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, I think there were so many interesting points, and I'm sure some of us have some question or things we'd like to ask. For now, we'll move on to the Q&A session. To the participant, feel free to ask either by typing in the chat or directly speaking up. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. Just type in the chat or directly speaking up. We'll be waiting.
Good afternoon, Miss Ika Menrianti. My name is Firki. I have a question. My question is, what is the role of the government in the digitalization of the agriculture sector? Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Ika, you might answer now.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Firki. Okay.
Turkey.
The role of the government in the digitalization. Okay. The government plays a strategic role in accelerating the digital transformation or agriculture through with policy and regulation, developing supportive policy that encourage the adoption of digital technology in agriculture, including fiscal and incentive for agritech startup. And the second is infrastructure development. Yeah, providing digital infrastructure such as internet access in rural area to ensure farmers can utilize technology. And third is training and education. Training and education facilitation. Yeah, organize training program to educate farmers on the use of digital tools and application. Next is partnership and collaboration. We need creating a program that connect farmer with technology providers, support by partnership with the private sector and academy. And the last is agriculture data center. Developing information system that over real-time data on weather or market price on soil condition. That's have 5 points the role the government in the digitalization there. Of the agriculture sector. Yeah, the first is policy, infrastructure, training and education. Four is partnership and collaboration, and the last is agriculture data. There is Mr. Firki.
Thank you, Miss Ika Menrianti, for the answer.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's a good point actually. I think we totally agree that agriculture is really does play as an important role in government policy and development, and it's not just about food production but also economic stability and job creation and even environment sustainability. The government involvement can really make a difference, yeah, especially in terms of support, regulation, and innovation. So, yes, I think your point is something very important and often very overlooked. Thanks for bringing it up. For the next question, if anyone has question or want to share something, feel free to ask. Yeah, don't be shy. We'd love to hear your thought. Okay, we have some question from the chat. I'll read one by one, and yeah, due to time limitation, we only read only 3 questions, and yeah. Okay, first question is from Pradiviliani Nur Hidayati. They ask, I would like to ask Ms. Ika, how can the farmer literacy in using digital tools can be improved? Okay, Ms. Iva, you get it? How can okay, how can the farmer literacy is in using digital tools can be improved?
Okay. Okay, baik. Will be answer. Thank you, Miss Pradivaliani. Okay. How can farmer literacy in using digital tools improve? Yeah. Improving digital literacy among farmers can be done through like face-to-face or online training, continue mentorship, yeah, not just face-to-face, but continuous mentorship, engage in and 3, use of local language, yeah, of course, because delivering material in regional dialect to enhance understanding. And 4 is social media and visual content. If with utilizing video, infographic, and WhatsApp or Telegram group, we can share easy to understand information. Engage agriculture extension workforce who apa istilahnya ya, who are trained. We always try to assist farmer with digital tools. Jadi we need to not only online training, but we need continue the mentorship and more easily if we use social media and virtual content like that. Okay, another question or?
Okay, yes. Okay, Pradiviliani say thank you for the answer, Miss Ika.
Thank you, Miss.
That's a great question. Okay, to the next session, to the next question is from Meisha DA. Okay, they ask, what are the easiest type of data? What are the easiest type of data to access for starting agriculture digitalization?
Okay. Easiest type of data. Okay.
Yeah, the easiest way. Okay.
Easiest way. Okay. Easily accessible and useful data at the early stage include like daily and seasonal weather data from sources like common weather apps. Second is commodity price data from the Ministry of Trade or Agriculture Market Platform. And also land or soil data, agriculture maps from National Statistics, or Ministry of Agriculture. Maybe we need the crop calendar, pest information from apps such agricultural extension information system. So big line is we need more application to easily accessible type of data for access this. Okay.
Seminar apa deh?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. One the easiest type of data to access when starting digitalization in agriculture, like Miss Ika said, many government now provide open access to agriculture data like weather forecast, soil quality map, and planting recommendation. Yeah, that's the data we can use. Yeah, we can use it from the Indonesia. We can use like data from BPS, Badan Pusat Statistik. Yeah, something like that. Okay, for the third question is from Nadiati. They ask, what are the simplest? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, Meisha said, thank you, Miss Ika, for the answer.
Thank you, Mr. Omeisha.
Meisha. Okay, anyone? You can ask by type in the chat or ask directly speaking. Okay, don't be shy. Okay, we still have one more slot to ask. You can feel free to ask in type in the chat or speak up directly.
Itu Nadia tuh belum dibaca.
Okay, we have some question, and I think this is the last one from Nadiati. She asked, what are the simplest technology that can be implemented in the early stage of agricultural digitalization?
Okay. Simple technology. Okay.
Yeah, simplest technology.
Okay. Some beginner friendly technology include weather and market information apps. For the first year, maybe the simple technology can develop is weather and market information app. With that simple thing is if we use WhatsApp and Telegram for quick information dissemination and coordination among farmer and extension officer. On another hand, we can use basic GPS and mapping tools, Android-based mapping apps for land area measurement, and also digital record keeping, using spreadsheet or simple apps to go to log harvest yield and production cost. We need beginner and some friendly like with apps, GPS, WhatsApp, Telegram, digital for sharing information and use the data and crop the production cost. Okay, I think this is just the simple technology like that. Weather market information like e-commerce or platform, e-commerce, and WhatsApp or Telegram for information and coordination, GPS mapping tools, and digital record, just like that. Okay, is there enough?
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Miss Ika, for the answer. That's very good answer. Okay, I think that's the last question for us. Since we only had 3 questions, we'll end the Q&A session here. And I hope the discussion has answered some of the questions in your mind. Thank you so much, Ms. Ika, for answering all the questions.
Thank you.
We've learned a lot today, and I'm sure everyone has gained new insight, and it's clear that there's a lot of potential in digital transformation, especially in agriculture. Now, to conclude our session, let me highlight a few key takeaways from today's discussion. Today, we've seen how digital transformation is opening new doors in agriculture, especially in developing countries like Indonesia and Pakistan. Technology like mobile apps, drones, sensor, IoT, and artificial intelligence are helping farmers to improve productivity and to make smarter decisions. We've also seen how digital transformation can connecting farmers directly to the market prices, weather forecast, and financing, and even education. Of course, challenge still remaining is like limited digital skill and the high cost of technology. But the good news is we're not alone in this journey. Yeah, we're not alone in this journey. With strong support from government, I think, and the private sector, startup, university, and we can work together to create a real impact. So let this session be a reminder that agriculture is not old-fashioned, it's full of innovation and potential. Through digital transformation, we can make farming smarter, more inclusive, and more resilient. Now, as we conclude this session, I would like to hand it over to our next moderator, Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Amjad Iqbal, who will be guiding us through the second session. Dr. Muhammad Amjad Iqbal.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, Dr.
Yes.
Muhammad Amjad Iqbal. Okay.
Yes. First of all, I am very much thankful to my colleague for arranging this fruitful session. The presentation by the Ms. Ika was very informative and was very learning for all of us. Now I would like to invite Mr. Dr. Mohammad Faisal from Pakistan Institute of Development Economics to present his presentation regarding digitalization in agriculture. So hand it to the Dr. Mohammad Faisal, please.
Okay, thank you so much. Please let me share my screen first. Okay. Is my screen visible to all of you? Okay, thank you so much. And thank you, Dr. Amjad and everyone for providing me this opportunity to share some thoughts, some insights about digital transformation in agriculture sector, with special reference to Pakistan. This is a very important topic. First of all, I'm Mohammad Faisal Ali from Pakistan Institute of Development Economics. Pakistan Institute of Development Economics is Pakistan's premier national think tank. You can say is a research arm to the government and Ministry of National Food Security and Research, or the Ministry of Planning, Development and Special Initiatives specifically, to assist the policies and help to frame a better future. Secondly, I'm also the part of a member of Agriculture and Climate Change Research Group, where we keep our focus on how agricultural markets can work better, what are the issues and problems associated with these markets, and how we can remove them, and how to make them better, contributing towards the economy globally and specifically in Pakistan. As far as the topic of digital transformation in agriculture sector is concerned, much of the discussion has already been told by the Ms. Ika. That was a wonderful presentation. I will try to cover a few aspects specific to Pakistan, or a little bit else as possible. Okay. I think it's not working. Can someone help to move this from presentation? The next slide is not coming. Okay. Okay, everyone knows, and we are all here to understand the digital transformation, and we know we are living in a rapidly changing world. We are living in a rapidly evolving and transforming world, and this transformation, this evolution, this change, everything is happening due to this digital transformation, this digital revolution, and the fusion of technology in every aspect of life. So this is digital transformation is specifically the integration of digital technologies in all areas of our lives, business, and each and everything. And we will talk specifically about the agriculture, how this is changing our world. You can see the total spending of the world has reached around 3.9 trillion dollar, and it is expected to reach about 3.9 trillion dollar in 2027, and the growth rate is 16.1%. So you can imagine how rapidly it is changing and how this will change the whole world. As far as the digitalization in agriculture sector is concerned, you see the agriculture as the foundation of human civilization, and this is the agriculture sector that stands at the heart of this change, this transformation, this evolution. The use of technologies help the farming processes, specifically to increase the agricultural productivities, because of the more accurate application of the resources where they are needed and how much they are needed, as against the traditional methods where we apply the inputs without assessing the true needs of the land or the field or the crop specifically. And when the resources are utilized smartly and economically, they will definitely ensure the sustainability in the longer run. So you must imagine the fields, how this digital revolution is changing this world. The agricultural fields and crops are talking through sensors, drones, and that nurture crops like guardian angels and algorithms that predict the harvest to plan effectively and efficiently countries' planning and food security. So this is not the future, this is happening now, and we have to adopt it quickly to get the maximum benefits out of it. So much of the discussion has already happened about the key technologies in the agri-tech, like the precision farming through the application of drones and IoT sensors, big data analytics for crop prediction and soil monitoring, and blockchain technologies for supply chain transparency, so that the market can work quickly and smoothly with complete market information. Uh, the most important thing in this is the smart irrigation with respect to the Pakistan. When we see the water availability is rapidly decreasing in the Pakistan, the per capita water availability has reduced already from 5,000 cubic meter to almost 900, 800 cubic meter per capita. And agriculture sector is the sector that is consuming much of the water. Right now, it is utilizing about 90% of fresh water. So the smart irrigation application, the digital applications, or the mechanization like the sprinkler irrigation or drip irrigations, and along with this, the digital tools can help to plan Pakistan our future better, because the World Resource Institute has already indicated that Pakistan is a water scarce country, and by 2040 it will be the water scarce country. Now it is a water stressed country. So to avoid this, the digital transformation is very important with respect to Pakistan. So when, where, how much water is needed, and we just need to apply that. One other aspect is also very important, that the implementing or putting economic price on water is also important. But this is not right now our topic, so I'm not going into the details of this. So how can it can help? So you already know during the first presentation that digital transformation increase the productivity, it reduces the cost through reduced labor and the less use of inputs. and also it helps the sustainability and improves the access to the markets. So digital farming, how much it can increase the yields, the recent estimates are it is increasing about 20 to 30% yields in the fields, depending upon the utilization of resources and how smartly they have been utilized, while they're reducing how much water is consumed by the application of these resources. That recent estimation by the World Economic Forum are indicating that this is about 30%. So the global smart agricultural market is also growing very rapidly, and it is about 22 billion last year, 2023, and it is projected by $43 billion by 2030. The compound growth rate is 10.2%. So you can see how smart agriculture is rapidly evolving. So, but this all will happen with some responsibility, that this progress or this evolution must be inclusive. Everyone should be the part of this uh, revolution. No one left behind. So I'm not going into the detail. The core point was here is this. So let's have a quick look at Pakistan's agriculture sector, how it is performing, and what are the contribution in the exports, and what are the opportunities and challenges. So when we see the Pakistan's agricultural landscape, the total land area is of about 30.5 million hectares, and this is about 47% of the total land. So you can imagine how much agricultural land we have, and this sector is also contributing 24% to the Pakistan's gross domestic product, a very significant contribution to the GDP. So it is supporting the economy of Pakistan. And this is not the contribution. When you see the industrial contribution in the Pakistan, most of the industry is also the agro-based industry, like textile industries, leather industries, sugar industries, a number of industries associated with. So when we incorporate that share in the GDP, so you can see agriculture is very important for the Pakistan. This is also the sector which is the largest employer for Pakistan, and it is providing almost employment to the 37% of the employment opportunities, and it is also significantly contributing to exports, and Pakistan is earning a lot. The current share is about 70% in the exports, and you see the below left side graph is indicating that how agricultural exports over a time is changing. It was around $5 billion during the last 10 years, but in the last year, in 2024, it observed a significant increase in this exports, and they jumped about 37% to around $8 billion now, due to increased share of exports through rice and some other commodities. So Pakistan also possesses the largest irrigation system, which is supporting 32% of the country's cultivated area. And the right corner upper side graph is also indicating Pakistan's performance, how this sector is performing. We see that 10 years growth is about 3%, whereas in the recent years, in 3-year or 5-year growth, we see this is about 4%. And the livestock sector is which is more consistently performing around 3% growth, and the major crops are also performing growth around 6%. The major exports of Pakistan are rice in last year, 4.3 billion, maize $421 million to China. Major export markets include the China, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan, and Malaysia. But when we look at the productivity, there are a number of challenges. Pakistan's why we need to focus on the digital transformation, why there is need to bring change. But when we look at the total production globally, we ranks almost in all major crops, all other livestock or other categories, we rank among the top 10 countries in the world. So as far as the major crops are concerned, you can see in corn we ranked 15th in the last year, and in rice and wheat we ranked 9th, and in cotton we ranked 6th, and sugarcane we ranked 4th. But the issue is with the low productivity. When we see the per acre yield, we are far behind the world. you can see in wheat and rice, we were at 9th in the total production, but we are at 44th number globally with respect to the yield. In sugarcane, we are at 30th, in cotton, we are at 30th, and in corn, we are at 27th. So to increase the productivity, this digital transformation can significantly help to monitor crop performance and how it is growing and when the inputs are needed for efficient and effective and timely application of these resources. Second concern is the biggest concern is the food security concern, that our population is growing very rapidly and the population growth rate is around 2.55%, whereas in last 42 years our growth rates of major crops or other in all the 12 food groups is around 1 to 2%. And in most cases it is less than 1%. So it means the population is increasing, the food needs are increasing, the burden is increasing. So we need to increase our productivity to fulfill the needs. Otherwise, the food security, even at the food availability concern will be the bigger in the future. So right now, as our needs are increasing, so we have to import a few items. The agricultural imports are also significant. Just edible oil imports are around 4.5 billion. So if we focus on this through digitalization, it can help a lot. So the biggest challenge while embracing the digital transformation in Pakistan is that we hold mainly the small land holdings. There are 64% of the farmers that hold a land of less than 5 acre of land. And as you know, when the land size is small, then the application of this these resources become difficult and also costly. And when that is costly, the economies of scale will be disturbed and it will not be profitable for specifically for the 64% of our farmers. And when we see the area under 12.5 acres, this percentage jumps to the 89%. So our 89%, about 90% farmers hold the land area of less than 12.5 acres. So this is the biggest challenge while embracing the digital transformation. So we must look into this, how service provider model can help these changes and how land consolidation should happen in Pakistan to support or assist this digital transformation. Second, right now the access to the digital tools, digital technologies is very less. Mainly due to the no major markets in last 2, 3, 4 years, this is evolving very rapidly. But when we see before that time period, lack of access is a significant problem. And secondly, as we know, the farmers are small, they also face financial constraints. So to access these digital tools, the cost to access is also increased. And the third challenge that is very important is the limited internet penetration, and specifically in rural areas. So we have digital tools, we have digital application of digital tools, but if we don't have the internet access, you cannot get the benefit of that digital revolution or that digital transformation. So one thing, access to internet, and second, internet quality is very important while embracing this. And right now, the FAO estimates are indicating that only 15% of farmers are using digital tools. And during last 3, 4 years, this market is rapidly increasing. We also studied how the drone application is supporting our agriculture and what challenges are they facing. As you see, the UAVs or the drone application globally, it has increased significantly. The orange line is indicating that how it is increasing globally during the last 8 or 9 years, and this contribution will be around 102 billion by 2030. And specifically, the precision farming adoption is increasing in the North American and European countries, and also China and India are significant player in this market. When we see that drone application, Africa is also getting benefit from the agritech solutions through mobile-based applications. When we see the digital tools penetration, almost 60% of the farmers in US are using at least one kind of digital tool during their agricultural practices or agricultural applications. And 70% of the new agritech startups are also happening in the Asia and Africa. So this region is very important. And you see the 25% of growth rate just in 1 year when we see the drone application, and China is also a significant player in application of drones. And when we see the Pakistan, it helps the application of resources, and it also helps the real-time crop monitoring, and also reduces the wastage of resources like chemicals and other things, and also less use of labor. The practical implication by our colleagues from the arid agriculture universities have indicated that the area of about 1 acre only needs 7 minutes of time. And while it reduced significantly the cost, you can see the right corner below graph is indicated that the 2,788 rupees are saved when we apply spray through the drones in rice crop, and 3,375 rupees are saved in the corn. And while potato crop is concerned, the saving is around 3,663 rupees. So this is how it is beneficial for the farmers. But there are challenges that I have already indicated, that some challenges are regulatory in Pakistan, and these are that there are number of restrictions on the use of drone in Pakistan. First of all, there is right now no agricultural drone policy exists in Pakistan. However, in last few months, some rules are introduced, but they are not for agriculture. They are overall for the drone applications. So there is need to introduce rules specifically for the agriculture sector, because the needs are different. So we must define them separately from the all other applications of the drones. So right now in the market, there are also many hurdles when we embracing drones application for the agriculture. Number of NOCs are required, and number of permissions are required, and this enhance the time period even to access the drone or to import the drone. And there is also a long procedure of documentation. So digitalization also can help to reduce this documentation or the lengthy time period to access quickly these drones. Secondly, some issues are related to the engineering issues. We lack trained resources that can help most of the agricultural workers or the extension workers that are supporting these applications. They are agronomists, they are not engineers, so they lack the basic engineering knowledge. So one other cost, I have already indicated that most of the farmers are small farmers, so the high upfront cost of the embracing these technologies is also the hurdle. So there must be some plans, there some must initiatives to subsidize or to support the integration of UAVs or the drone applications in Pakistan. They must be introduced. Right now, there is another issue. The people who are using these resources, they also encountering the problem of the parts that need to repair these drones or these applications, and there are very fewer buyers and sellers in the market that exist. I know. So the engineering and extension department can play. Pakistan has a very big extension department and a large number of experts. So we first can train them, and they can also train further to the our farmers. And there is a lot of potential that can be extracted. So rental spaces can be introduced. where farmer can access at discounted or the subsidized rates these services. Proper training service providers can be established to train the regional offices and then farmers. A large network of farmers allows better knowledge sharing and important for drone technology penetration. As far as the government initiative and sport is concerned, Pakistan Space and Upper Atmosphere Research Commission was the first of this kind of institution that is commonly named as SPARCO, and it was established in 1961 to help and support first at mechanization revolution and then digital revolution. But there were some limitations. It has not performed very well, though its contributions are meaningful, but that to increase the contribution through digital transformation, before 2 years, government introduced another mega initiatives under the Special Investment Facilitation Council, and that is Land Information Management System. And this Land Management Information Management System lends is providing these digital services, crop monitoring services, and many other services to the farmers. One specific benefit of this program is that this program is intended to provide free of cost information to the small farmers, and even in their local language on their mobile phones. They just have to log into the system, and they have to pinpoint their land, and they will provide the report on this. So this initiative is very important. But again, here the internet access and internet quality is also important, which is right now disturbing the embracing of this system on a large scale. So as far as the future is concerned, AI driven farming will dominate in the next decade in Pakistan, and IoT will enable the real-time farm monitoring. And with proper investment is critically important and is direly needed for this revolution. So as there are constraints on the government side, so the private sector participation becomes more important. So government should subsidize, should support these kinds of initiatives, and they will definitely revolutionize and boost Pakistan's gross domestic product and economy overall. With this, I end my presentation here, and thank you so much, everyone, for listening, and all your questions, queries, and comments are welcome.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Faisal, for a very nice and informative presentation and very comprehensive overview of the digitalization of agriculture in Pakistan. I think you highlighted very well. On the one side, we have the need of digitalization because our yield is very low. But on the other side, it is a very big challenge for the penetration of the digitalization in agriculture, especially for the farmer, because a very small segment of the farmer is using the internet. So this is a challenging situation. So at this time, the house is open for the question and answer. I think for considering the time situation, we can take one or two questions here. Further, if any colleague from the Indonesia has question, he or she can ask on the email. Thank you. So if there is any question, he or she can ask.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Dr. Muhammad Faisal Ali, for your excellent presentation. I would like to ask a question, if I may. You share some really valuable insight for me. It's very exciting to see how technology can bring so much potential in agriculture. However, as we move further into digitalization, one of the big challenges, I think, is to make sure these tools are actually practical and useful for everyone involved, especially for the farmer on the ground. So with that in mind, I'd like to ask, how can we encourage better collaboration between tech company, technology company, agricultural expert, and then a farmer to make sure that digital tools are not just advanced but truly beneficial and easy to use for everyone? I'd love to hear more explanation about this.
Oh, wonderful. Great question. Very important question, that the familiarity or the use of the tools depends upon how you know how these resources can be utilized and how efficiently. I also highlighted that there are some issues even with the workers that are working in the fields. They are agronomists, they are not engineers. So the trainings become very important in this aspect. At the very first step, we need to train, we need to familiarize the workers that are practically the extension workers specifically that are supporting the farmers right now. So first we need quickly and very efficiently to train those human resource, and that can help further farmers to train how we can utilize a drone. If a person don't know the high upfront cost will, if you don't know how to use a drone, you can damage it and the cost will be high for the farmer. So without training, there are also some constraints with the trainers. There is license required for specifically for the drone. So trainings are must. Even if government has limitations, the tech companies, they have investment resources, they can start their own initiative for a quick penetration in the society, that they should train their resources first and then they develop the regional offices, divisional offices, and train the resources over there, and then that resources will train further farmers. This is also a market opportunities on for that you need trainers, and trainers needed to train the farmers.
Thank you, Ji. Any other question, if anybody have? I think no other question. So the platform is handed to Miss Linda. I am very much thankful to you for arranging such type of webinar series. So this will increase the cooperation between the two institutes like University of Agriculture, Faisalabad, and your institute in Indonesia. So hopefully in future, we will try to make it more interactive for the researcher to exchange their ideas. At the same time, I am very much thankful to Dr. Faisal for his nice lecture, because he has some problem with his throat, even though he arranged this lecture. So, Miss Linda, would you like to say something?
Okay, Amjad, I would like to say thank you for you, Amjad, for being willing to find a speaker. And then also I want to say thank you very much, Associate for Professor Muhammad Faisal Ali, for your material today, and then being willing to be a moderator today. I want to say thank you, Amjad, and I hope we will be collaboration again in the next time.
Yes, sure.
Okay, thank
sure.
you, Amjad.
Always welcome.
Oke, Pak Isam, mungkin ada sesi foto bersama dulu, Pak Isam.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Dr. Amjad. Thank you, Dr. Christian Verlinda. I'll take it from here. Before we officially close, we would like to kindly remind all participants to fill out the attendance form, as the e-certificate will be sent directly to your email. The link has been shared in the chat box, so please make sure to complete it out if you haven't done so yet. Before we say goodbye, let's take a group together. If you really comfortable, turn your camera on, smile, and get ready. We'll take our photo just in few moments. Okay, for the participant, you can please turn your camera if you're comfortable, and we'll take a photo in just a few moments. Okay, I'll waiting. I still see some blank space in here. To everyone, okay, I think we'll just take in from now. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think we all set. Let's go ready for the photo. 3, 2, 1. Say cheese. Okay. One again. Wait. Okay, we take one more time. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Say cheese. Okay, thank you very much for everyone. Thank you once again for joining us today. It's been a real pleasure having all of you with us. Let's keep learning, sharing, and growing together. As the moderator, I humbly apologize for any mistake or shortcoming during this session. I'll take my leave now. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mr. Faisal
Amjad.
Ali.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad
Waalaikumsalam.
Faisal. Your material is very good. I
Bu,
like your
udah keluar
material.
Bu orangnya Bu, maaf.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Faisal Ali, thank you.
Always welcome. Always welcome.
Okay.